Fellas, don't drink that coffee. You'd never guess. There was a fish in the percolator. Sorry.
All right, so let's get this thing started.
Let's do it.
We are at 0-0.
Yep.
Let's hit play on 3. 1, 2, 3. Should all be looking at a bird.
Fading gently into a chimney stack.
There you go.
As that song that Scott loves and I hate starts playing blissfully in the background.
I do not understand how you haven't become such a massive fan of every song in this show. Like, it's amazing.
90s is a weird time for me with TV, dude. And that's what this reeks of, is 90s.
It really does reek of the 90s. I can't fight that.
Mm-hmm. And not that reeking of the 90s is a bad thing, but the intro music to all shows in the 90s, kind of weird compared to today's standards.
I agree with that. I also, as I look back and like making fun of the 90s has become a thing, and as I become an aged man, I've come to really accept that I love the 1990s and everything about them, and extreme advertising should come back with a fever. And man, they don't make them like this anymore. They've actually tried to make them like Twin Peaks multiple times and failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to tell you that Top of the Lake is like Twin Peaks, people. It is not. It is crap.
Oh, just because something is like something doesn't mean they do it as well or better.
No.
I mean, you know,
The Killing.
X-Files, The Killing, all these things could be said. They're like Twin Peaks. Been recently replaying Alan Wake. That is very much like Twin Peaks.
All right, here we go. The Great Northern Hotel.
Playing the one piece of music I do enjoy in this show.
You're crazy.
No, that's what we need more of. Hotel rooms that give you a complimentary rifle. And a log.
As you will.
And a couple of dead birds stuffed, mounted. And a big mouth bass. And as if this Canadian vomited room could not get weirder, we got Batman hanging in his underwear.
Sounds accurate.
So do you think Dale Cooper is an obsessive compulsive or just an egomaniac?
Obsessive compulsive.
Okay. You think there's no ego in this absurd way he has to like make not just a mental note, but a literal note of everything?
Dale Cooper is above reproach. Do you understand me? He's above reproach.
Well, I do, but maybe the audience does, and I think it makes good conversation. Also, that's a great way to leave towels in a hotel room, up on a fake window. This was still relevant back in 1990.
All right, man. You gotta let some of this shit go.
So dreamy.
See, didn't she look better in this episode?
She does look better in this episode. A lot better. Aha! Goddamn with the title, dude.
Nice.
Dude, the Canadian in the background makes the whole scene work. That doesn't actually happen, right? Shh.
The best. With this hair, she is much better than the last episode. Cause I feel like I made a hard case for her last episode and then she walked out with a perm. I'm like, oh dude.
Once again, the 90s, man. It's all relevant. This may be the best scene in the whole show. Could I love him more?
I couldn't. Harry's right. God damn it.
No one blames Harry for his crush. How could you? Scott, you're slightly older than me, so I'll ask a question. Do you think, okay, we just got the cause of death is loss of blood. Yeah, we've seen almost the entire corpse without a mark on her. You think that's supposed to be part of the mystery, or because in 1990 you really couldn't show a beat-up dead body on TV?
You probably couldn't show a beat up dead body. I mean, this show has scenes of some pretty crazy violence, but now that I think about it, I actually don't think there's a lot of gross blood in this show at any point in time.
Yeah, not much gore, you know what I mean?
That's probably why. I also think that they probably didn't show a lot of marks on her body because they were really trying to portray her as such an innocent, especially in the early episodes.
Fair enough.
But both of those are probably valid.
She was my favorite hooker. Fantastic name for a truck.
Leo should also have less ridiculous hair when he turns out of this truck. There we go.
Oh, Leo, you are the worst. You know, I've seen some chauvinistic assholes in the past, but goddamn, he really, really might be contender for first prize.
Yeah, Leo really sucks.
He takes it to a cartoony, unrealistic level.
He's like a Tyler Perry villain.
Yeah. Well put. Well put.
Like if you watch Diary of a Mad Black Woman,
Which I never will, by the way, but yes.
Well, you're wrong because it's hilarious. But like the husband character in that movie is about Leo level of insane hilarity of abusive spouse. Like it's real bad and not in the way anyone's ever been abusive.
Where's my bloody shirt? Dude, like,
Nice. This is actually how most of the interactions with my wife go. I just pinch her cheek as hard as I can, like, on your way to work. God, he does look like friggin' Zoolander.
How could I kill somebody if I'm this ridiculously good looking?
God, you ruined him. I can't unsee the Zoolander thing now.
He ruined him! Look at this guy!
What is this, a police station for ants?
It's gotta be at least 3 times bigger. I like how in jail they still give him hair gel so he can prop his hair up before his interview.
Hey, that one's not that bad. Now Bobby coming out completely fluffed and prepped to go. That's totally different.
Prisons were a lot more lenient back in the 90s in small town America, which I could actually believe.
Yeah.
Denim t-shirts rolled up at the sleeves.
I actually think those might be back in style now.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm so glad the 90s are dead.
I think that might be a thing.
It could very well be. If bell bottoms could come back, so can this. Be forewarned, America. Which is odd because I'm so really, really ridiculously good looking. As I slit the knife in her, I mean. He might be the only actual sympathetic character that's actually suspected of murder in this show.
You know what, like, James is actually, I don't have a problem with James in season 1. In season 2, like, James becomes an issue. Like, he becomes like one of the characters that's like, yeah, you can skip this.
Here's the best example, again, of why I hate the music. Because the piano's starting, and he's lying to the feds. It feels like a mismatch. He's like,
No, he said he knows it. Yes, sir.
But he's about to ask him. I got my period. I don't have to go to the clinic.
All right. That would be good news to teenagers in high school, though. That would be great news.
Seriously.
I'm familiar with that news. That is good news.
You know, you're right. By episode 2, you forget that these people are supposed to be 16.
It gets actually even weirder in season 2 when they abandon the high school thing. And it's even stranger that now, like, it gets weird.
And that's saying something in Twin Peaks, folks. Where did I put my murder evidence? So, Leo, you're a little too filthy to be working on the interior of your car. Clean that thing a little more often. Oh, the plot thickens.
Guys, you want to maybe not discuss the crime in prison?
Where there's surveillance cameras on you and microphones at all given time. You know what? Small town America in the 90s.
Yeah, but Cooper's hanging around.
How great would it be if, like, Cooper was painted like the wall and just walks out in between the two of them? Gotcha! There was a bug in the deer head. It was relevant all along, folks. Drew, you could take him. What are you worried about?
We really need to put up a photo of Drew Scanlon when we post these. Just so people are aware of exactly who the hell we're saying this guy looks like.
People, you got the Google. If you don't know who Drew Scanlon looks like, it takes 2 seconds to find out. Also, listen to him. That's right. Act like a murderous animal in a cage. That'll make the police believe your story more. Small town living is fun.
I mean, we can assume this is a drunken picnic, right?
It damn well better be.
I mean, that's to be assumed.
Drunk at the very least. Cause I can't go up the fucking stair.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have crawled on up there. Thanks, jerk. That's alright. At the end of this, her and Dale Cooper go back in time and they fix the machine so she never falls into it. And that way, Luca's mom doesn't have to, anybody? Chrono Trigger? Extreme deep reference?
Dude, seriously, having not seen season 2, I would that could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Luca goes back with Robo to make sure that, Mary Jo Deschanel doesn't lose her legs.
And no, never seen that movie, by the way.
Chrono Trigger, the game.
Never played that game, by the way.
You are missing out, but I'm gonna shut up in the middle of a Twin Peaks episode. Get on that.
You know what? Great pairing. These two actually look like mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Unlike the Palmers, which I don't know how you get that and get her.
Yeah, well.
The equation.
Well, what if it happened twice in the same family?
Oh, damn. I would say that's totally inappropriate. A girl is dead.
Yeah, dude, you're 17. This is very inappropriate.
Yeah. You haven't lived long enough to have these complex mixed emotions about this sort of horse shit. At the very least, you shouldn't be able to explain them with such ease, you know?
Well, it's supposed to be like in the end of college, so, you know.
But it's not though. You can't, I can't give that a pass. They chose high school.
Oh, but it's super soap opera to begin with.
Fair enough. It's got a lime in it. Oh, you mean my head.
He rules. Albert is the best.
Who's the actor who plays Albert? Because he's one of those dudes who's in everything, but I don't know his
Miguel
name.
Ferrer. I think that sounds right. War. It's fantastic.
Then I put my gimp suit on and chase this squirrely little boa through the crawl space.
I actually saw this way before I saw the people under the stairs, and I thought
Me
the people
too.
under the stairs was hilarious as a result.
Foreshadowing. Or is it?
It's not.
It's totally not.
It's not. It's just good pie.
Fucking obsessed with pastries in this town.
I have to be honest, I never want baked goods more than when I watch this show.
What was he doing in intensive care?
He got beat up at the bar fight.
Okay. I think she might be exaggerating a little.
But this Nadine is no problem. Again, you have not seen season 2.
I haven't seen the true face of insanity yet, huh?
This woman is a treat in season 1 compared to 2.
Bye, Hawk. Thanks for the 1 second cameo. Here comes the pimp daddy to lay down the law. Damn, how did we not see that coming? It's like they know we hate him or something.
Maybe it's because we spent all last night barking like dogs at him.
No, Dr. Watson was smart and a doctor, sir.
No, he wasn't. The new Dr. Watson is kind of capable. Old Dr. Watson spent the entire, Sherlock Holmes books going, Jesus, Holmes, every time anything awesome happened.
Still was a doctor.
Yeah, but he very rarely. The best thing about old Dr. Watson is how much of a stone cold killer he was.
Mm-hmm.
That Holmes would be like, yo, hang out in this dark closet. When you see something move, just open fire. And he'd be like, got it. Like, okay, no further questions, huh, Watson? You're just gonna open fire on a moving thing?
He was in wars, dude. He knew what was up.
I don't know if that's the
They were
reaction.
cleaning the scum of society, dude. Once again, a very, very Americanized name for this lady with a clear accent that needed a teenager to teach her English.
I actually think that's not her name. I forget. I know we said the
It's
thing
an
about
alias, yeah.
No, I don't even, it might be an alias because she's connected to some weird shit back home.
Oh, here's the best line coming up in a few minutes. Good deduction, pal. She's already lying. She was there when they discovered the body. Well, she's got a red dress on. She's guilty of something.
You know it. But here we go.
Five-star fucking performance right there.
Fantastic.
It's great. It's absolutely great. That's what you get for jumping in too quick there, Cooper. Once again, I have to give it up to the asshole lady you're not supposed to like. She has a real point there.
Yeah. It's a lot of points. This whole side of the plot outside of Pete I don't really care about. But I love Pete.
If Dale just picked up a broomstick and cracked her across the head at that phrase.
Such an easy Super Troopers joke here, but we're gonna let it die.
This guy'll just fuck anything, won't he? Come walk with me.
Oh, you.
Nothing gets me more excited than the mentioning of dry timber. Everything about this scene is gross, just for the record.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
Now we're in Amityville for some reason.
Except supernatural things actually did happen here.
Oh, and that was from a New Yorker, folks. Take that.
I'm pretty sure that's been proven.
Well, no shit. I mean, really.
Oh, everyone shut up. I think this gets good.
I love by how everyone you mean me, because I'm the only one else in the room.
Well, I meant the viewer as well. Yeah, maybe that effect could have been better. There we go.
Oh, Bob, you lovable old rascal. What were you doing hiding behind the couch?
Well, apparently accidentally being caught in that shot.
Maybe on the first take, but that was clearly intentional because he's not even hiding in that one.
Well, I think they zoomed into the footage. We'll talk about it after, but I think they zoomed into the footage and like, he was in there and Lynch really liked him like as creepy and he said, alright, let's go with it. The hell with it.
You're now Satan, Bob. Roll with it.
Camera guy Bob, you are now the devil. Sort of.
Oh, it's a good day to be Jesus. It's a good day to be God later.
Not exactly.
He's pretty much an allegory, or at least a self-proclaimed allegory.
You haven't seen season 2.
Oh, right. I'm just saying, a self-proclaimed allegory.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But he does have a lot of good shoes for sale.
See, Hawk, with his Native American powers of, spirituality, smells something wrong with this guy. And he gives up the search when he sees oxygen.
Huh. It's a rave. I'll step back.
Oxygen gets you high. I seen that in a movie once. Not falling for it. Man, in the 1940s, people must have lost their shit over an outfit like this.
Yes, the 40s.
She's kinda dressed like a grandma, dude.
She is. Everyone in the show is like an alternate, like, kind of 50s thing. Like, for God's sake, James is a legitimate James Dean level bike character. That is clearly what he's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, he's certainly trying to be. I'll give you that.
Stop standing around and hear sex dancing to this weird, dreamy jazz music.
If ecstasy wasn't going to be invented for another 20 years, I'd swear she's on it right now.
I'm pretty sure we had ecstasy in the 90s.
Did we?
Yes!
Really?
Definitely.
Alright. can't imagine a time before rave music where, ecstasy existed. I can't put those two and two together.
There was rave music. Maybe not in 91 rave music, but,
Yeah.
what the hell was it? No, absolutely. What is the whole movie Go is about, ecstasy and like having like a really good, strain of it that almost kills one of the guys. Kind of.
I'll have to check the times on that later. But for now, Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
You lying little slut.
It's technically accurate.
Yeah, seriously, dude, your polka dot tie, not very intimidating. Oh, that was deep, Dad. Good job, right off the cusp, coming up with that insult.
Anyway, I'm going to that brothel I own. I'm a terrible man. God, I love him.
Can you blame him, dude?
I can. Man, the Colonel is the best.
The Colonel is a fucking straight shooter by the most purest definition, man.
But like, he's like accepting at the same tone. And Bobby does deserve to get hit.
Oh yes, yeah, that's a straight shooter in the most purest of form. I love you, son. I explained why I loved you. Backhand. You deserve it, fucker.
I respect your rebellious nature and I'm trying to enter a dialogue with you. Sarcastic remark. Crack!
Way to contribute, Mom.
Alright, the mom's a little bit like the mom from, what the hell is it, from American Beauty. The crazy kid's mom. Sorry, the place is such a mess.
That's not a euphemism either. I actually have pie. Shut up, you fucking fed. Ask me about my log.
Laura lived a busy life.
Not only that, and this is just, the asshole in me coming out. Very cold up north in the mountains, secluded town. I'm gonna guess not a lot of elderly shut-ins up there. I think it was like one old lady she went to. See, how's it feel, Cooper? I hate American football so much.
He's actually just not filling it with drugs. It's just the amount of rage and loathing they put into the character. Like, no, that's a character trait. He just does that. He steals children's toys and then breaks them.
He's a French Canadian. He hates football. You have to establish that really early off.
Hey, hon, have you ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
We're going to a special party tonight. Hey, honey, how do you get blood out of a shirt? You use soap.
I'm pretty sure you shouldn't wield it over your head. Like, that's definitely like, I put it in the sock so it won't leave a mark. Of course, I'm gonna wield it like a bolo.
Yeah, you might want to play some louder music too. Just, not condoning this. I'm just saying that a nice little like jazzy bass riff. Not gonna keep the neighbors from hearing.
I'm also going to go on record and say I am not about to advise how to beat your wife more efficiently with soap. That is not what I'm condoning either.
But if you're gonna portray it on TV, at least make it believable.
Yeah, like there's no way she goes to work without horrible like gashes and marks all over her with that move.
No, it's a soap party. It'll hurt like hell and it won't leave a bruise. Oh, that seems kind of wrong, making you take care of dinner, but okay.
Can she cook? It's not important. Oh, okay. We're gonna order Domino's when she gets back.
I was gonna say, the Chinese delivery guy will be here any minute. Just let her have her fun.
Let her have her thing. It's all she has.
Yep. Like the insensitive asshole I was just about to ask where was she gonna sit. Gotta go help her spoon the delivery food into actual dishes is kind of her thing.
Hang on, she can't reach the stove.
Why does she insist on putting all the glasses on the very top shelf? I'll never fucking understand. Well, this didn't get us arrested last time. Let's try it again.
I just felt like Bobby must have written all of his own lines because they sound exactly like what this awful man would say.
I don't disagree with that. Not one bit. Damn, Jacoby's got one hell of a house.
Can't deny it. My Laura!
Jacoby. No hula girl to rub off now.
And there you have it. The end of episode 2. So we'll be doing our wrap-up podcast, which should hopefully be listed right above this one. And we'll talk to you guys next week. So, thank you for joining us. Now we're going to stop this before the next episode plays in 2, 1. Oh God, I waited too long. Hate this feature.